I grew up near the Tokyo, literally like 5 minutes from Tokyo. And I started playing when I was 7, and I was just in local football team. And when I was 12, I moved to the local club. It was quite famous one, a really good team. And when I was 12, I had the opportunity to come to Germany to play football. I wanted to come when I was 12, but my parents told me, no, it's too early, like you've got to study first. And after that, maybe after you graduate in junior high school, you can go to Europe. So I was like, okay. And I finished my junior high school at the age of 15. My parents were like, okay, now you can go. And then I decided to come to London. You know, my parents know a value of being in Europe away from Japan, because they also stayed in Germany for a long time. So my parents were supportive at that time, and they could just let me go when I was 15. Yeah, I was a bit worried before I leave, but I was more looking forward to the new challenge. Yeah, but obviously, if I think about it now, I was quite young. Before I went to London, obviously I didn't speak any language, English, but 3 years there, I learned the English, of course, and got to meet a lot of players, good players in Europe, so it was definitely deserving. So there was one Japanese team in my school, and there was local, like, really good team, football team called Fab Academy. I could also train with the guys in Fab Academy, so I think most of the skills I learned from them. Yeah, training with the good players. Like, few players signed for championship side in England from this Fab Academy, so the level was really good. I was thinking about the future, like third grade when I was 18. My first choice was to go to the UK, the college in the UK, and just play football there, and hopefully trying to be a professional football player. But in a team, we had a football trip to Spain in September, which is 6 months before I graduated high school. And then when I played there, one agent spoke to me, you wanna try and play in Spain? I was like, why not? I said, why not? After that, I went on trial in 4th division in Spain, and luckily coach liked me and they offered me a contract, so I decided to go to Spain instead of going to the college. To be fair, it was more difficult because of course I spoke English, but when I went to Spain, no one spoke English. I had to restart my language skill. I had to adapt to the Spanish life, which is considered to be a bit lazy. And yeah, I think the language was the most difficulties I had. Everything takes so long. Everyone's always late, like in training, no one cares. Everyone's like, say hasta luego, which means later, I see you later. Maybe for me as a Japanese, it was a bit difficult to adapt. I had a few problems about visa. So basically, when I was in Spain, I couldn't play any game because of visa problem. And at that time, the bankrupt of the club was really common in Spain. So I was talking to my agent, and we decided to, like, there's no point of staying in Spain because of the clubs are not organized and they often get bankrupt. So one of the reasons I left England was you cannot play in England as a non-European football player. You know, it's a bit complicated, but if you're a non-EU players, to play in England, you have to play for national team, like 80% of national caps. So obviously at that time, like still now, I haven't played for national team, so I couldn't sign for any teams in England. So that's one of the reasons I left England. So I had no choice to go back to England, but I didn't want to stay in Spain. And at that time, my agent talked to one of the other agent based in Finland, and he's got a lot of connection in Scandinavia. So he told me about the one team in Sweden, and I thought that would be a good option to go there and play. In Sweden, it was probably the most hardest time I had. I was there only for 3 months or 4 months, only half of the season. But the city was like, population was like 3,000 people. So as a guy from near the Tokyo, you're not used to this countryside life. You don't see people. There's no shops. There's no stores. So it was the first time I got homesick, to be honest. I was trying to stay active, you know, meeting the friends, talking to my friends in Japan, parents, and that helped me a lot. Yeah, so basically the team got relegated, and I got injured as well half of the season. 2 months of the season. So I couldn't help the team, and the team got relegated. So of course I didn't want to stay in the team, and talked to my agent, and agent brought me the one club in Finland. So I said, why not? I want the new challenge, new experience. Yeah. It was cold, really cold. I came in January. It was way colder than I thought it would be. So first it was difficult for me to adapt the weather and adapt the darkness. But the people were nice, so I was kind of glad. The lifestyle is like really relaxed and peaceful, so it wasn't that difficult for me to get adapted. I get used to this kind of lifestyle nowadays. I move every year, which probably I shouldn't be. Maybe it's better to stay one club and succeed. It's been good, like 2 years, and played in Vegas League, experienced. And now I'm getting a bit older. I cannot say myself I'm young, really young. I'm turning 22 this year, so I think I need to step up, like this year and next year. I think as a football player, the younger the better. So just come to Europe if you want to succeed in Europe. And if it doesn't work out, you can go back home like anytime you want. So it's always worth it just to come and just try to play and try to learn the new culture. Every experience in each country made me learn something as a player, not just as a player but as a person. So